Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Monday, November 26th, 2018. Well, folks, I'm a huge bull on the Chinese stocks. I've been that way for literally 2+ weeks at this point. You can look anywhere out there. It's very hard to come across anyone else who is bullish. Now, why? Why have I been pounding the table on the Chinese stocks? And why am I even more bullish going into this week? And you can see already today, look at this move on Alibaba. Up $4.65, up 3%. Take a look at JD. JD's up 6% on the day. IQ's another one of my favorites, up about 2%. Look at that chart. I mean, look at the chart all the way down here. This is one of my favorite charts right now. Look at this pivot point, and look at how you're sitting right on that pivot point right now. Great chart on IQ, folks. The reason here is very simple. You have to think about the external factors. So everyone's so worried about these tariffs, but the honest fact of it is that the charts have already reflected the negativity of the tariffs. And what's going on here is you're leading into the G20. And what you're going to see here is not necessarily bulls accumulating big positions in these stocks going into the G20, but you're going to see short covering. So think about it from this perspective. Let's say you have $10 million, you're a fund, and you have $10 million short some Chinese stocks. Are you going to feel comfortable when you're up so much money from this fall already holding into the G20? What if there's a deal done? Now, there may not be a deal done, but the question is, do you want to take that risk of a deal getting done? Because if you get a deal done, these Chinese stocks go up 10-20% within a couple days. So you have to keep in mind is that this week leading into the G20, you're going to see short covering. Short covering is basically forced buying, and therefore you're going to see these stocks trade up. That's why they're up today. They should continue to trade higher the entire week going into the G20. Now, I'm not going to tell you that there's going to be a deal done because there probably won't be a deal done. That doesn't matter. This trade is for literally 3 to 4 days here, trading into the G20. It's for upside, and you should see it. And the thing is, you can already see it in Alibaba. So if you look at the spiders, right? So let's flip over. I don't even want to put. Well, I have to get my other chart here. Bear with me. So let's bring up one of my other charts here. I want to show you guys this. So if we look at another chart here of mine, the daily chart, and this happens to have the weekly up for Apple. But in any case, let's flip over to the spiders, okay? And let's go to the daily chart on the spiders here. All right, so notice how the spiders have come basically back to the lows just a couple weeks ago here on the daily spiders chart. Now, if you go to the Alibaba chart, check this out, folks. Look at Alibaba didn't even come close. In fact, we're near the recent highs. That's exactly what I just described about happening. You're seeing smart money is accumulating or covering shorts, and it's driving the price up. In fact, you got a breakout today above the 50 moving average. You got a break above the 50 here, but you didn't get confirmation. You get confirmation tomorrow on this chart, this break above the 50, and you honestly, I wouldn't be shocked to see this close to 175, 180 within 2 weeks by maybe end of year. I mean, that's another $20 upside action potentially on Alibaba. And then I think you have other plays that actually will give you more reward, like JD. JD's just coming off 52-week multi-year, maybe all-time lows, and this is just getting a pop. I mean, this thing could bounce easily back to the 50 alone, which would be around $24. That's almost a 20% move right there on this stock alone. So the key is just understanding why. Right? I mean, it doesn't, in all fairness, it doesn't take a genius to realize this, that you're going to see short covering going into the G20. But at the same time, most average investors won't think about that. They're too nervous about what the media is spewing. I mean, you listen to Cramer on CNBC this morning, and he's like so bearish. And in all fairness, if you're a trader, meaning you're a swing trader, you hold for a few days or a week or two, I mean, this is one of the best markets I've ever traded in. We're making more money in the research center, in the intraday stock chat, in the options alerts than I've ever made before with members. I mean, it's incredible right now. And this is just one idea. I mean, this is just a simple idea. Chinese plays. Again, think about the logic of it. People aren't going to want to be short going into that G20 just in case because of the massive rip-your-face rally that could occur, which is probably only about 10% chance, but just too much risk for most big funds to deal with. So they're going to move out of their shorts, which is going to drive the prices up into that G20. My guess is once the G20 passes, it probably sees a lot of these Chinese stocks pull back just a little bit. But again, it's just a simple trade, just like that, folks. Simple trade. Baidu, Baba, JD, IQ, Sohu, Sina. I mean, you could name off 100 of these things. But again, the Chinese market bottomed multiple weeks ago. In fact, over a month ago, the Chinese bottomed, and we called it out, and it has held. Even with the U.S. markets breaking lower, the Chinese market has held up like a champ, and will, my guess, into the new year. Now, once we get into the new year, a lot of things could change. But as of now, folks, this is golden. This is a golden opportunity. Now, some of you guys may be late to the punch already. We're riding this in the Research Center on multiple fronts here. But again, this is where it's at. Bottom line is, come get involved. All right, we're launching a new website in January, maybe even late December. There won't be a free trial at that point. We're getting rid of it. The only chance you have is get a free trial in this next few week period, because that's it, folks. Starting January, no free trial. So get a free trial to the Research Center. Get a free trial to the Intraday Stock Chat. Get involved here. Check us out. To be honest, most people make more money in a week with us than they need to spend on the whole subscription for a whole year. It's just that easy because we use the PPT methodology. It's number one out there. Hedge funds come and we teach the hedge funds. All right, have a great one, guys. Take care.